So when is the classic time to convert? All right, I'm going to pick on Ralph. Ralph's working, his income's way up here. Then he retires, let's say at 65. He doesn't have Social Security. He doesn't have income from his wages. He doesn't have minimum required distribution. Income goes way down here. That pattern continues until 70. He has to take Social Security, and then depending on his birth year, minimum required distribution, his income's back up here. When's the best time to convert? Down here, when you're in a low bracket. Okay? The sunset provision of the 2017 Tax Act, which was effective in 2017, but it was just a temporary tax cut. And in 2026, they were going to revert back to where they were in 2017. Okay? And that's what the law is right now. So if nobody passes anything, the rates in 2026 are going to be the same as the old rates in 2017, which would be a major tax increase. So, and by the way, the estate exclusion, now we're back to transfer tax, or not back to, but now we're talking about transfer taxes. That's going to revert, right now, married couples, I think it's 23 million, that's going to revert to about 5 million plus inflation for each one. So transfer taxes might be coming back into consideration where before they were not. All right, but let's be specific about it. Here was more or less the old rates, okay? And let's just take, for example, let's say $153,000, all right? You would have been in the 25% bracket. And anything over that would be at the 28% bracket. Well, now that you would be in the 22% bracket, the first $40,000 over that would still be in the 22% bracket, and then it would go to the 24% bracket, meaning that much bigger taxes are on the way. So right now, we are in these brackets, these lower brackets. These brackets are anticipated to grow. What did I say before? Do the Roth conversions when you're in a low tax bracket. So even if your situation doesn't change, just the fact that the taxes are scheduled to go up very soon would be a strong argument for Roth IRA conversions. All right. Now, another thing that people don't think of, how many people here are married right now? Well, for all of you, you're filing your tax return as married filing jointly. All right? Well, unfortunately, one day, unless you have a simultaneous death, which doesn't happen very often, you're going to be filing as single. And your income might not change that much, which means your tax bracket's going to go way up, even if nothing happened other than the death of your spouse. So the other time I like to make Roth conversions is when you're both kicking, husband and wife, or these days, husband and husband, whatever. And a lot of people don't take that into consideration. But here's the point. There's going to be a massive taxation of these retirement plans, both while you're alive and after you're gone. Roth conversions are one of the ways of significantly reducing taxes. Okay? Because then both you and your heirs will not have this giant tax bill. And you'll have, in effect, converted the seed and not have to pay tax on the harvest.
Because of Jim's recommendations, and my father was a Westinghouse retiree, and that's how I was introduced to Jim. I've been doing Roth conversions for 15 years while working. Every year, the dollar amount of my conversion varies on how much income I have to keep me within the IRS tax bracket.
Thank you for that little testimonial there.